This video is outlined but not scripted, so bear with me if I sound weird at any points. Back in 2013, right towards the end of middle school, I began Let's Playing. After 11 years, with the conclusion of Smash Ultimate, I have completed 13 Let's Plays. And now, in 2024, I think I'm ready to admit that I should move on. This is something that I've been thinking about for a pretty long while now. It's been on and off ever since, honestly, the middle of college, I would say, but I became pretty sure of my decision around this time last year, towards the end of Smash 4 and the beginning of Metroid Prime. The reasoning is twofold. The first part I don't really want to admit because it makes me sound kind of like a jackass, but it is something that I have to come to terms with. After 11 years, this channel hasn't really grown at all. I really felt that when I started Metroid Prime. Smash 4 was getting a couple hundred views an episode, which was amazing to me because it was far beyond any of my other Let's Plays. And then when Metroid Prime started, viewership dropped right back down to single or barely double digits. And it really hurt to see. And it gave me a moment to reflect on why that happened. And that brings me to the second part of this sword. I don't think I'm really cut out for making Let's Plays. I like to believe that I can be entertaining.
Where do I use this? Okay, well, I guess I can use it there.
But where I usually show that entertainment side of myself isn't really in longer form content like a Let's Play. It's always been in my more edited videos.
How do you just fall for that?
Whenever I go back and listen to myself in a Let's Play, I realize that I'm just kind of boring. I don't make that much fun commentary. A really big problem that I've been trying to fight for years but haven't really solved is that I sometimes just stop talking and I really get into the game itself rather than conversing one-on-one with you, which is the whole point of a Let's Play walkthrough video. Basically, I think that I'm better with humor in short bursts, sketch comedy and that kind of stuff. When I'm just out there in the world trying to make something interesting when I really don't know what I'm talking about, it's harder to be entertaining. And I think that reflects in this channel not really getting off the ground. There is one other thing. The most popular videos on this channel are anything related to Smash Bros. Smash clips, all my Smash Bros. Let's Plays, all of those far exceed any of my other content. And I don't like that. I never wanted to just be the Smash Bros. Guy, you know? That was never my intention with the channel. But the reason why they get the most views out of everything is because Smash Bros. Is popular. But that's not why I was really here. I started Let's Playing because I wanted to show off a variety of games. But the way I do that isn't fun to watch. I want that to be very clear. I'm taking full blame for this. I don't think that I should have been Let's Playing for this long. One of the main things that has been holding me back is especially my free time, I would say. Back when I moved to Washington for college, I left this whiteboard up in my room, and I've left it as a sort of time capsule of everything I was planning to do with my channel. For example, you can see something called KEY. That's supposed to be a Let's Play for Kirby's Epic Yarn, of which I think I recorded 2 episodes of just before I had to go to college.
Now, he's going to do another attack. He is going to start throwing fireballs at us. This is how you're going to get some extra beads, and you need those extra beads. Fling it at him. Alright, let's go for gold again. Come on, 5. We're in 5. We're in 5. Oh, we're good. Oh, we're so good. What? What? What is momentum? Alright, Alfie's over. Canceling it. It's all done. Nope.
And that in itself is kind of funny. I had made plans for several Let's Plays at the time, right before college. I was planning Paper Mario, I was planning Sonic Adventure, Mario Sunshine, and Kirby's Epic Yarn, and my plan was actually to record all of those before college and then edit them while I was in college. The only one that actually worked that way was Sonic Adventure. If you recall, Super Mario Sunshine, I actually recorded that one in college, and then Sonic Adventure DX, I played on my laptop at the time, and that was the only one I was able to actually get done before the deadline of me moving all the way across the country. And that lack of time never really changed. In high school, I had a lot of homework, a lot of side activities I had to do, and I could never really find a whole lot of quiet time where I could just sit down and record. Then I went to college, and the college that I had is extraordinarily strict and has a lot of work. I distinctly remember telling my sister that I had 6 classes, and she thought I was insane, because apparently that's not normal for a college semester. But because of that, the content that I made really suffered. I was in an apartment with other people, so I never really wanted to bother them with my recording, so I always kept my voice down and tried not to make too much noise, you know? And then with all my homework and all my game projects I had to work on, I didn't really have time to make the content I wanted to. I was really struggling to get it all working. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised we managed to get 3 Let's Plays done in those 4 years. Oh no, technically 4 Let's Plays, because I also did do Smash Brawl. And back then I should have realized that I wasn't really having time for Let's Plays, and I should have just looked back, seen that I'm not really getting anywhere, and just stopped. Or at least took a very, very long hiatus. But I just kept thinking to myself, oh, it'll just be next year I'll be able to have all this free time. Or, oh, I just have to wait until spring break and then I'm going to record a ton of videos. And whenever I got to that point, I either was still busy or I was just drained from the semester. And I didn't keep to my schedule. On top of that, I was editing for other channels too. I was editing for Pojo Lone Wolf for AFB, which AFBR had very large videos at the time. And AFBU, like I was trying to get those out weekly and that just never happened. I'm pretty sure there's one part where there's like a year hiatus backlog of all of our videos. And I'm trying to just edit those down towards the end of senior year. It was bad. And then I finally graduated and things still didn't let up on time. I now had to get a part-time job so that way I could stay out here while looking for a full-time job in the game industry, which, because of a certain pandemic, was very, very hard to do. I just kept thinking, you know, once I get that full-time job, then my life will straighten out, I'll have a specific schedule, and I'll be able to just make the Let's Plays I really want to make. And that was half true. Honestly, that half happened. Since I was in the apartment by myself, I was able to be louder, I was able to be funnier, I didn't have to worry about annoying people. I felt like I could really show my personality again. Problem is, it didn't solve the me being drained after an 8-hour day at work issue. I think what the final nail in the coffin was, though, was realizing that Let's Playing doesn't really work with my particular hobby. And my hobby is playing games. I've always wanted to play more games. I have a huge collection of games, but I don't play them because there's always this tick in the back of my head that says, oh, wouldn't it be great to make a video about that? But I don't have time to make the videos. Let's Plays take a very, very long time to make. Even if you're uploading 5 times a week, it can take months to get through a single game. No, Metroid Prime, that took 3 months. And that was the smoothest Let's Play I've had. No hiatuses or anything, just gun it. But Smash 4, that took nearly a year. And here we are with Smash Ultimate taking almost a full year again. We started Smash Ultimate on January 1st, and we didn't finish until September. That's a long time to just be working on a single game and not having the time to play other games or make content on those other games. Like, part of the reason I even started Smash Clips was because I wanted to test the waters with more edited content and playing games that aren't my current Let's Play. But editing those at the same time as a full-blown Let's Play, I just don't have that. And when I don't really think that I'm cut out for one of those types of content, I don't really feel like I should keep doing it. I would rather make my hobbies work with each other. I like making videos, don't get me wrong. I want to be very clear about that. I've enjoyed making Let's Plays for you guys, but it doesn't fit my ideal hobby of playing games, and I want to play more of them. It'd be better if I was just not worrying about would this be good for a video, and I could just worry about, will I have fun with this new game that is just sitting in a big blue tub in my closet right now? And if I were to make a video, I would want it to be a more edited down video that really lets me be, funny in short bursts. That's what I'm good at. I'm much better at sketch comedy. I'm much better at moment-to-moment gameplay rather than trying to be informative. Then there's my personal life. There's a lot of things I want to do outside of making videos. I want to make my own games. I want to study a language, but I don't really do any of those things because a lot of my time just goes to editing down Let's Plays. Because of all this, I think it's in my best interest to just stop making videos. It'd be better for me to focus on other things in my life. I don't want to say, however, that this is the end of the channel. Again, I like video editing, but it needs to work for me. I definitely want to stop Let's Playing, but if someday I came back, I'd be up to just making edited content of solo games and just getting it out there. I feel like that form of content will work a lot better for me because I can play a game and record it, and even if I don't feel like it would make a good video, I still hit the itch in the back of my head saying, oh, don't you want to record your first impressions of it? I've hit that. I'll have that recorded. And because of that, if I make a video on it and it takes me 3 months to edit, well, I got to at least make video editing my hobby again that I do just on the side. I'm not trying to treat it like another job. I also feel like if I do make those videos, they would be more entertaining for you guys. You would get something that reflects much better of the humor that I can give. And I'd rather do that for you guys than just boring you with droning on Let's Plays. I don't know when I would come back, but if I do, I'd rather make that kind of content. In summary, I just don't want to be held back by this channel, and I don't want to make content that you guys aren't going to find entertaining. I'll also say that I don't regret any of this. Without making Let's Plays, I never would have gotten into video editing in the first place, and thus I would never would have gotten into making edited down content either. I always wanted to strive and improve my skills, and I also wouldn't have met the people that I've met. I don't think I really would have gotten into being a creative individual if I wasn't making Let's Plays. I never would have met my friends from the AFB crew, who I still have to this day. I loved working on Channel Pojo Lone Wolf. I honestly believe that if you go back and watch AFBR and AFBU, it's a timeline of how my skills have improved over the past several years, ever since high school. And especially AFBU in particular, I think those are my best videos to date. Bar the section of where I was trying to get videos out the door as fast as possible so that way I didn't have a year of backlog. I think Let's Playing has really helped define what I like my skills to be, what I would like to improve on. So while I want to stop doing it, I want to say that I really liked it, and I really liked putting those videos out for you all. I've thought of some questions you guys might have in the comments, so I'll answer them here now, but I'll also be around for a bit to answer anything that you guys post below. Have you thought about rebranding to a less cringy name? Absolutely. I've thought about ditching the username I chose when I was 6 for Roblox. Yeah, I've thought about changing that for a very long time. It's really hard to change it when you're trying to push that as your brand. And you can't really do it in the middle of anything, you know? You can't do that in the middle of a Let's Play that's going on forever. Everything that I've done, I've generally designed on my own. Like, all my logos have been my own work. It shows in how none of them are good. The one I made for Pikmin, that one still haunts me to this day. I don't know what I was thinking looking up flower font and making that without at least any drop shadow. Absolutely terrible. I hated it. Like, looking back, I was so proud of it as a kid, and I don't know why. I did enjoy making the Super Mario Sunshine one, because I got to work with Photoshop's 3D elements back when those were actually around. They're deprecated now. I really liked the Sonic Adventure one as well. But overall, they definitely could have been better. And in general, MathWiz86 is a terrible name. I've thought about rebranding several times. I want to at least stick with the math motif, or at least shrink it down to just being math. If you haven't noticed, and a lot of things I try to just put myself as math now instead of anything else. I'd rather people just call me that online here. So if I can stick with that as part of the rebranding, I would do that. And it wouldn't be a drastic rebrand either. I've thought about just like Math Plays if I were to come back, you know? Like something simple. But to rebrand, I would really have to just sit down and actually design what I want. I've changed end slates a bunch of times because, oh, well, it's been a year since my last real video because I've been on hiatus from college. Time to rebrand everything. And it's like, it's not good. What happened to the first 2 Let's Plays? So, because I started this when I was on the tail end of middle school, I wasn't exactly internet savvy at the time, and especially not internet privacy savvy at the time, so I just need to go back and watch those Let's Plays one more time. They'll be back eventually. I just need to check them, so don't worry about that. If you do come back, does this mean no more Smash content? No, it doesn't mean that at all. It definitely means less Smash Bros content, but I would still be fine making a Smash Bros video here and there if I could. It's just, I don't want to be only known for my Smash Bros videos. I want it to be a part of that variety of videos that I make now. I just don't want to be known for one thing, you know? I don't want to be a Smash Bros guy, so let me just make Smash Bros content I want to make, rather than jumping on a trend for Smash Bros. What happens if Smash 6 gets announced? I cry very loudly. Next question. What was the most fun Let's Play to make? This one took a little bit of thought, honestly, and I would have to say it was Yoshi's Woolly World. Now, that was my first blind Let's Play, so I really didn't know what I was going to get into with the game, and I think that made my reactions to the game more genuine. It didn't help with, my pausing issue, because I don't know what's happening, so I don't really have anything to talk about, but I had a lot of fun with the game itself. It didn't overstay its welcome as a Let's Play, both in terms of playing it and editing it. I greatly enjoyed making its logo. It's a little rough now to look at, but I thought it was kind of cute back then, especially all the little transitions I made, although they could have definitely been faster transitions. I don't know, that was probably the first time I really tried giving my Let's Play style, and I think it paid off a little bit, honestly, at least in terms of increasing my skill with editing. And then, finally, if I got popular in the future, would I do Let's Plays again? That's hard to answer. As much as Let's Plays are fun to do to a degree, again, they take a lot of time to edit. Even the most basic Let's Play video takes a while to edit. And obviously I wouldn't really want to put it on this channel anymore because I would rather my channel focus on the new types of videos. But then you have this weird disconnect where if I put them on a different channel, well, half of my Let's Plays are on this channel. So it's really weird to think about and really weird to get around. For now, I would say I would only make a Let's Play again if it's a very, very special game. There is one game that I always said that I would Let's Play if I either hit 1 million subs or I was stopping making videos. And again, I don't want to say I'm stopping videos, but for now we'll say that would be a Let's Play I would do if I somehow hit 1 million subs. But again, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if I'll be making videos at all. I don't know how often I would honestly put out videos on the new pathway. The idea is that if it takes a couple months to make, so be it. I don't hold myself to a schedule anymore. Yeah, to summarize, it would only be very special Let's Plays, and possibly on a secondary channel so that way it doesn't clog things up. It's really hard to believe I started this not at the beginning of high school, but at the end of middle school. And the thing is, that wasn't even my first attempt. My real first attempt at Let's Playing was a couple years beforehand, also with New Super Mario Bros. Wii. But I only got like 2 episodes in, and they were terrible, so I stopped because I got busy with middle school. Wow, who would have seen that one coming? But I was so adamant that I wanted to try again that I really sped run to get the first episode out. The moment that I decided, oh, I really want to make a Let's Play again, I grabbed my mom's camera, put it in front of a TV, and I didn't even wait to just be alone. Like, you can hear my parents in the background talking with other relatives because I was so excited to just make something.
Welcome to my new LP. No, this is my new LP. I mean, like, seriously.
Definitely a little too excited because the video that I made introducing the channel, which was just a black screen video, which by the way, I did that by pressing the camera into my bed and just recording my voice because I didn't have actual editing software at the time. That I made and then said that the video was going to go up later that day. And then I found out how slow our upload internet is because of Comcast, so that was great. Almost lied on my first day. And then I moved on to the EasyCap because I wanted to stop using a camera because it looked terrible. And the EasyCap was one of the worst decisions in my life. And then I saved up to get a TV and an Elgato. And from there, things just sped up, me trying to get more technologically capable so that way I can make better and better content. Learning different video editors. Then I was asked to use my video editing skills to make the trailers for our game projects because I was the only one who had ever done anything like that, and I was more than happy to do it. And it was fun. I liked being able to use my skills that I've earned from this hobby in my day-to-day life, but I needed to just be that for now. I needed to work with my hobby of playing games. So while I don't want to say that this is goodbye, there is a slim chance that it could be. But rather than saying goodbye, I'd rather say thank you for sticking with me. I know that there's at least one of you who has been watching this channel since the very beginning. And first of all, why were you watching content that bad? Please gain some taste, come on. But in all seriousness, those of you who have watched any of my content, thank you. I was always doing this for you. I'm happy and I'm satisfied with where this channel has gone. Thank you all so much for watching me. Instead of saying goodbye, I'll just say, until next time.